Filtering data in a spreadsheet can be great when you want to simplify the data or look at a small subset of data based on, say, time or name or an answer or whatever it might be that you're looking at. But that can be problematic if you're sharing data with other people because you've filtered your data, but then somebody else opens the spreadsheet and they want to see something a little bit different, you end up fighting over the controls. But there's a way around that when you save your different views. So let's take a look at how this is going to work. I've got some sample data here, and first things off, I'm going to come up here, say I wanted to, I don't know, even just sort this data. I could come up to the A and click the little arrow here and use my sort sheet option. The problem being is that the word timestamp and all the other headers are going to get filtered down into the rest of this information here, and I don't want that. So I'm going to undo that real quick. Let's freeze that top row just to make life easy. View, freeze, first row. Done. Now I can scroll up and down and my headers stay exactly where they are. The nice thing though is that if I do choose to use this option and start sorting, it's smart enough now to realize I don't want that first row sorted with everything else. Better than that, let's get into actual filters. I don't need to highlight and select any data here. If I'm in that first row and I just click on my filter button over here, it immediately realizes what's going on and keeps that top row as my column headers. So now I can look at this and say, you know what? I want to filter by, I don't know, let's see, I'm interested in a particular student today. I can click on name. I'm going to clear the check marks and decide I just want to know what Anakin had to say today. Scroll down and click OK. And I'm going to see all of the responses I've gotten from Anakin on this particular quiz that I did. So that's handy. I can do it by really any other criteria I might want. I can select all to bring that back. And then I can decide, all right, what information here am I interested in? How about the where do birds fly question? Who got that one right? In the sky. Good, most of the class figured that out. Perfect. Well, maybe while I'm in there looking at that particular question, there's somebody else who wants to look at some other questions. And if they open the spreadsheet right now, they're going to see what I'm seeing. To fix that, I'm going to come up to that same filter button that I used to turn this on in the first place, click the little arrow, and choose Save as Filtered View. All right, so I get this black bar coming across the top and down the side now, color coding everything, and the name currently is Filter 1. It's not very exciting or memorable. I'm going to click in there and get rid of that. I was looking at the where do birds fly question, so I'll call it birds fly question mark, just to be sure. There we go. Hit enter. And now I've named that particular filtered view, which means I can hit the X and get rid of that. I can set my filter back the way it was and select everybody. So I've got all my data back. But then when I'm interested in that information the next time, I come up to my little filter button and hit the cute little arrow that's next to it. And now I have birds fly as one of my options, and I can click that. And now I've got this birds flying in the sky option saved as my filter. It means when somebody else comes and opens this spreadsheet, they will actually see this view and they can start scrolling through data and creating their own filtered views, and they don't see the view that I'm currently looking at. So we can simultaneously work with this data in our own little, filtered options, looking at what's important to us, and it's not going to get in the way of what the other person needs to see and what they're looking at.